My wife's visa wasn't delayed. Someone was selling the delay. My immigration case officer called and said, "Your wife's visa has been flagged for additional review. These things can take 18 to 24 months. My heart stopped. Flagged for what? I can't disclose specifics, he said, but there may be a way to expedite things. The next morning, Officer Hendricks slid a business card across his desk. Fast Track Immigration Services. These folks handle complicated cases, he said. For the right fee, they can move things along. 15,000 cash. Your wife could be here in 8 weeks instead of 2 years. $15,000. A bribe disguised as consulting. And all for a case that, as far as we knew, was flawless. Why had it suddenly been flagged? I started researching. Online forums were full of people describing the exact same situation. Applications held up mysteriously, then officers recommending specific consulting firms. One post stopped me cold. Same thing happened to me. Officer Hendricks, Fast Track Immigration. I paid $20,000. I contacted the poster, David. He'd paid $15,000. His wife's visa was approved 6 weeks later. Too fast to make sense. I found Elena, who paid $25,000 for her mother's visa. My immigration lawyer said the case was completely standard, she told me. No red flags, nothing that justified any delay. Hendricks was creating fake problems and selling fake solutions. I scheduled another meeting with him, wearing a recording device. Fast Track has relationships with senior reviewers, he explained. They know how to reframe applications. Flags can be removed as easily as they're added. I had him admitting the whole scam on tape. Next, I filed a Freedom of Information Act request for my wife's application record. 3 weeks later, the documents arrived. There was no flag, no concerns, no issues, no additional review. He had invented the entire thing. I took the evidence to an immigration attorney. She skimmed my summary and said, "This is extortion, and I guarantee he's been doing this for years. How do we stop him?" We go to the Inspector General, and we find more victims. I spent 2 months gathering statements. 14 people agreed to participate. 11 had documentation, emails, receipts, timelines, payment confirmations. The pattern was impossible to ignore. Hendricks would flag applications without cause, tell families their only hope was Fast Track. Fast Track, owned by his brother-in-law, charged obscene fees. The money flowed back to Hendricks through shell companies. He had extorted $780,000 from desperate families over 4 years. The Inspector General launched an investigation. They uncovered 127 applications he had deliberately delayed or misrepresented. I asked to be present when they arrested him. "That's unusual," the investigator said. "He told me my wife would wait 6 years if I didn't pay. He separated families for profit. I need to see this end." They agreed. Monday morning, we waited outside the federal building. Hendricks walked out at 8:15 a.m., coffee in hand. He saw the agents approaching. Then he saw me. His coffee hit the ground. "Dennis Hendricks, you're under arrest for extortion, fraud, and corruption." He tried to run, made it 3 steps before they grabbed him. "This is a mistake," he sputtered. "I help people. I navigate a broken system." "You broke the system," I said. "You created problems so you could sell the solutions." I played the recording from my phone. "Flags can be removed just as easily as they're added." His face drained of color. "I filed a FOIA request," I told him. "My wife's application was never flagged. You invented the whole thing. You can't prove. I have 14 victims, 11 with documentation. Payment records to Fast Track. Your brother-in-law's shell company. 4 years of families you extorted." Agents cuffed him against the building wall. "One man's mother died waiting for a visa you deliberately delayed," I said. "A father missed his daughter's wedding. Spouses spent years alone because you saw them as ATMs." "I was offering a service," he insisted. "You were offering extortion." Agents pulled him toward the car. "My wife waited 14 months," I said softly. "Every night," she cried. "Every night I wondered if I should just pay you, if that was the only way." He had nothing left to say. "It wasn't," I told him. "The only thing blocking her visa was you." They pushed him into the back seat. The investigator walked over. "He's looking at a minimum of 12 years. His brother-in-law is getting 4. We're reviewing all 127 applications. How many will be approved?" I asked. "Most. They were never problematic, just leverage." I looked at Hendricks through the car window. "The man who told me my wife might wait 6 years. The man who sold fear as a business model." "She's coming home now," I said. 3 weeks, maybe less."